Now, we will be talking about the development of the uterus. That's basically the embryology. That's issues around what the embryology of the uterus, the human uterus. Okay. Now, talking about this because we're about to go into talking about puberty. Okay. So, in the puberty, at least we should know the basic structures involved in puberty. So, development of the uterus is a very important part of the female, reproductive system formation. So it begins in early embryonic life and continues throughout puberty. So it involves coordinated growth from paired ducts. Hormones are acting on it till it actually becomes what? The uterus. So let's talk about it step by step. So first is the origin. So it develops from Müllerian ducts. So these ducts, they form the fallopian tubes, the uterus itself, the cervix, and the upper vagina. Müllerian duct or paramesonephric ducts. Paramesonephric ducts. So they are the ones that later on form the fallopian tube, the uterus, the cervix, and the upper vagina. All right. So fission and canalization is around week 6 to 12 of gestation. They fuse in the midline. They become the uterovaginal canal. So the canal undergoes canalization to create a hole. That becomes the uterus. So the lower portion connects with the urogenital sinus, contributing to vaginal formation. So changes during puberty is usually what under the influence of a hormone known as the estrogen. So it becomes enlarged, more muscles come up, develops a thicker endometrial lining, gains a pear-shaped structure. That will now say, the uterus is like this. So that's the whole story about that. So post-pubertal and reproductive maturity, uterus size reaches adult size and function. Monthly menstruation starts, and the endometrium undergoes cyclical changes, where it is shedding off during menstruation and all have you. So we study the development of uterus because if it doesn't go on like it is supposed to go, you have issues, right? So uterus didelphys, where you are having two separate uterus. Bicornate uterus, that one is a partial fusion. Septate uterus, there's a midline stuff kind of like separating it, So agenesis and hypoplasia, that one is absent or the uterus is underdeveloped. So for the uterus stuff, I think that's what we got for the development.